Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve. It's Manchester United nil, Barcelona 1. Luke Shaw with an own goal in the Champions League quarter-final first leg at Old Trafford. There should be some stats coming up on your screen so you can see the possession wise. As expected, Barca dominated, but they didn't do much with it in my opinion. In terms of shots, we had 10 shots on 10 shots in total, 6 to Barca. Again, not much we did with the shots. The Stegen, or whatever you want to call him, he's not had a save to make, to be frank. Shots on target, we had no shots on target with Barca's 3, one of them being on goal obviously. In terms of fouls, you can see we had a bit more fouls on the 16-11, but lineup was a bit strange for me. I think we started off with 5-3-2 with Luke Shaw and I believe it was Dalot on the left side, trying to kind of muscle out potential Messi's position. But that, Messi had a very poor game. We'll come back to that. Man of the match for me is gotta be between McTominay and Fred and Smalling actually, and I think as a whole in a United team, nobody had a really poor game, to be frank. I genuinely believe we had a very good game. There was no show of confidence, if you want to say, and we did push Barca a lot. We pressurized them a lot. I think in the first 12-15 minutes or so, when they actually scored, with Messi's sort of Messi can claim and sort of assist. Where Suarez headed it forward and Luke Shaw, he just brushed off Luke Shaw. But to be frank, apart from that, Barcelona did not do anything. We kind of got our shape going, our mentality going, and we pushed them. We pushed them. The amount of times they tried to build from the back, and we kind of caught them out, and most of the time made them make their own mistakes was amazing. And to be honest with you, yes, it's a loss, 1-0, but it's only the first half. If you look at it, really, it's next week the second leg, and we need to get a goal in Nou Camp regardless 1-0 or not. We need to get a goal anyway. So 1-0 definitely, especially what we did against PSG being 2-0 down, we can definitely nick this tie, I believe, especially after today's performance. I think what lacked the most was the end product towards the end. In the final third, well, Ashley Young had a few crosses, and you know what, I've been saying for a long time, we need to buy a right back who can actually bomb down and put a decent cross in. Dalot, maybe a few years down the line, he can be that position, but currently it's so blatant. I mean, you see what Luke Shaw does on the left, and then you see what Ashley Young does on the right. There's a huge difference, and the amount of crosses Young had, if any of them were actually any decent, we would have definitely nicked a goal. You look at the example with Dalot, where the cross came in and it was a very good cross, and Dalot, I don't care what you say, you're a footballer, you're a professional footballer, you should have at least made the keeper work. That should have been 1-1, period. I don't know what Dalot was doing. I think he got caught in two minds. The ball was up there long enough for him to make up a mind, but he got caught in two minds whether to head it towards goal or header it down towards the middle where Pogba was standing, but he did neither at the end. He went flying somewhere, and I don't know where he went flying. But in the second half, as expected, Lingard, Martial and Pereira did come in. I think the weakest point of today's game was the substitutions. They came on and practically did not do much, which was quite disappointing. And I think the last 15 to 20 minutes, Barcelona started to get a grip on the ball, and kind of shut us down really, and we never actually looked to threaten at all. In between that, aside from the last 20 minutes and the first 15 minutes or so, we were magnificent. We parried them, we pushed them, we attacked them, and that was something very good to say. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say in the latest Manchester United news that we come the second leg, we will still be in the tie, and this is still the case. We are definitely in the tie, and for me, man of the match, it's a tough one. I'll give it to McTominay. I think he played beyond his years. He's only 22, and he had a magnificent game today. He won headers on the midfield. His concentration was level high. He barely put a foot wrong. His tackling was great, and his passing was decent. I mean, he never had to create any big long term passes. Just simple passes across. Crossing was brilliant. He kept the ball going, and he could have gone to Fred as well. I was very critical of Fred, but in the Champions League in today's game, he did very well. So between them two and Smalling, took out Messi. Let's talk about Messi now. there was a build-up of that thing going around where Smalling knew how Messi played and how he's gonna take down Messi. Well, he technically took him down, made him bleed, and since then Messi didn't. He had one of the poorest game ever. He barely did anything. I don't think even when he ran, he got tackled and jostled out of it. He barely. There was nothing Messi did today that turned around to me and says he's better than Ronaldo. And then I know I'll get a lot of stick with it for it, but at the moment Ronaldo he scored today as well, didn't he? Head and forth, shoulders above. Better than Messi, but Messi is capable of magic anyway. I haven't seen a Barcelona side, any Barcelona side, be as sloppy as today. Let's face it, they were so sloppy. They gave away balls. They were under pressure. They were harrying the passes. They were rushing the passes. The positional play was all over the place, and that's got to do a lot with how we pressed them and how we pushed them. Busquets, he was under immense pressure in the first half. He did commit two yellow cards, second yellow cards. He should have had a red, to be honest, but it would have been a bit too harsh. But anywhere else, that would have been definitely a second yellow card for sending up. So he has been lucky to be on the pitch. He did not have the best of first half, but he buckled up in the second half. I think we pushed them a lot. We harried him a lot specifically. But that's it, guys. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you let me know if the score was fair. Did we deserve to lose by more than one goal maybe, or did we not deserve to lose? Do you think United will come back the second leg and given our position? And what is your man of the match? And that's it really. I'll catch you in the next video upload. Take care.